Happy Thursday and welcome to today's edition of A Few Minutes for the Heart. Today is Teach Me Thursday. So I want to talk about making healthy deposits. Today we're going to take that name quite literally and talk a few more minutes about the physical body and the heart that works every minute of every single day to keep us going. This morning, as I was drinking my glass of Ningxia Red, I got to thinking about how often, as a health advocate and clinical herbalist, what are we depositing into our bodies every day? Think about your body as a bank account. We can't continuously make withdrawals from our checking account without making deposits and having a level balance. So the same things with our bodies. We can't keep expecting our bodies to be doing things for us on demand every day without giving it its deposit. Every one of us asks our bodies to do incredible work for us every day. We ask our hearts to beat, our lungs to breathe, our brains to think, our muscles to move, our digestive system to process correctly, our nervous system to send messages throughout our bodies. We ask our cells are constantly carrying out processes that we never even think about. But all that requires raw material. That's where nutrition comes in. So let's start with my first thing I do in the morning, and that is drink my Ningxia Red. One of its foundational ingredients is the Ningxia wolfberry, also known as the goji berries. Wolfberries naturally contain plant compounds, including carotenoids, such as zeaxanthinins, which supports your eye and your liver health and helps reduce your LDL oxidation, and that they also have polyphenols. In Ningxia Red, the wolfberry puree combined with other fruits, giving me a confident way to add a variety of plant compounds to my daily routine. I don't look at my glass and think, this is going to fix everything, because it won't. It's just a small deposit. And that's one of the many that I do. So then there's what I call balance and burn. I use balance and burn as another part of my overall wellness routine. What I appreciate about balance and burn is that it isn't built around only one idea. The system contains different ingredients intended to support areas such as metabolic wellness, health glucose metabolism, and gut health. And that brings me to something we've talked about. The body works as a whole. Our gut doesn't live in one little box while our hearts live in another little box. And then our brains, they live somewhere else. Everything in our body is connected. That's why I don't believe in looking at wellness through one tiny window. And then there's the third one that I use daily, and that's my Master Cellular Formula. Now this is where the herbalist side of me gets a little excited. Yes, Master Cellular Nutrition, there are vitamins, but there's also minerals, trace minerals that we don't get a wide variety from. And you have to get them from plant ingredients. You'll find ingredients such as wolfberries, spirulina, kelp, turmeric, garlic, basil, oregano, and all kinds of different fruits and vegetables. I love seeing plants alongside of vitamins and minerals because plants can bring their own collection of naturally occurring compounds to the table. But I especially want to talk about the minerals today. We hear about vitamins constantly, but minerals, they don't always get the same attention. Yet they're essential. Minerals such as magnesium, calcium, potassium are often involved in our muscle and nerve functions. Iron is needed to make hemoglobin, which helps our blood carry oxygen. Zinc participates in your immune functions and carries many cellular processes. Selenium is an essential trace mineral involved in antioxidant defense and a normal thyroid function. And here's something important. Our bodies can't manufacture essential minerals. We have to obtain them through what we eat and drink, and when appropriate, what we supplement. That's why when I talk about making healthy choices and making a healthy deposit, I'm not talking about swallowing a whole handful of supplements and thinking we've checked the wellness box for today. I'm talking about the whole picture, because life is also about making withdrawals. What are some of the withdrawals we put our bodies through? Well, stress is a withdrawal. Poor sleep is a withdrawal. Running ourselves ragged without making a deposit is a withdrawal. Skipping nourishing meals. And constantly caring for everyone else while we ignore the most important person, ourselves. That's why I believe wellness is something we practice, not something we suddenly think about and something goes wrong. A nourishing meal is a deposit. Water is a deposit. Movement is a deposit. Sleep is a deposit. Fresh air is a deposit. Time in nature can be a deposit. Quieting our minds can be a deposit. Laughing until our bodies hurt can be a deposit. Although choosing herbs, foods, and nutritional supplements can be another deposit. None of them stand alone by any means. That's the message I really want you to hear today. There's no magic berry. There's no magic herb. There's no magic vitamin. There's no magic minerals. And there's no magic supplements. Wellness is built from the little things we repeatedly choose to do ourselves. And sometimes we're so busy making deposits into everyone else's lives that we forget we're running on empty and we have an account that needs supplied too. We pour into our children, our grandchildren, our friends, our spouses, our jobs, our businesses, our communities. And eventually our own account can start running pretty low. So in today's reflective question, what healthy deposits have you made into yourself lately? And if you're sitting there thinking, Running Wolf, I haven't made one. Guess what? The day's not over yet. Drink a glass of water. Eat something nourishing. Step outside and enjoy the fresh air. Move your body for a few minutes, 20 minutes a day, sometimes even 10. You don't have to go into a gym. You can just do a light dance. Put some music on. Move around the house. Vacuum with a little pep in your step. Take your vitamins or your supplements if they're part of your routine. Sit quietly. Breathe for a minute. Rest if that's what your body is asking you for. Call someone who fills your emotional spots. Do one small thing that tells your mind, your body, and your heart, I haven't forgotten about you. And if today's conversation has you wondering what healthy deposit might look like on your own life, I'm thinking about teaching a more in-depth health deposit class in the next few weeks. 8 minutes isn't nearly enough time to dig into this. So in the class, we can go deeper into nutrition and why minerals matter. We'll look at herbs and plant compounds. We'll talk about Ningxia Red and sample them. I can give you a sample. We'll dig deeper into balance and burn and the master cellular nutrition. And most importantly, we'll talk about why I choose the things I use, not simply what I take. Because I don't want you using something just because I told you to use it. I want you to understand. I want you to know what you're putting into your body. I want you to understand what particular ingredients there are. And I want you to feel comfortable about asking questions. If you'd be interested in joining me for that class, just put yes in my comments. and I'll send you a private message. So, if there's enough interest, I'll get a class together in a few weeks and we'll dig into the science, the plants, and the healthy deposits we can make every day into our bodies. No question is ever a dumb question, remember that. Only the question that's unasked. For those who are curious about the 3 things I talked about today, Ningxia Red, Bounce and Burn, and Master Cellular Nutrition, I will put my personal healthy deposit wish list in the comments. If something we talked about is of interest to you and you decide you'd like to try it, please use the wish link I've provided. That link contains your purchase directly with me, which means I can continue to help you understand the products, answer your questions, and support you as you build your own wellness routine. And I want you to be transparent about something else. When you purchase through my link, you're also supporting me and my small wellness business at no additional cost to you. I truly appreciate the support, but education for me comes first and foremost. I'm here to help you understand what you're choosing, why you're choosing it, and how it might fit into the bigger picture of your wellness goals. Because that is what Health Advocate means to me. It's not the ability to tell you what you have to do. It's about giving you the information, encouraging you to ask the questions, teaching you what I've learned, and helping you become a stronger advocate for your own wellness. So thank you for spending a few minutes for the heart with me today, nourishing your mind, nourishing your body, feeding your spirit. And remember, you can't continuously make withdrawals from your body and expect it to work like you want it to work at its full capacity without adding a few nutritional deposits. So I will see you tomorrow when we come in and talk about Gratitude and Reflection Friday. Have a blessed day. Peace.